Mark, firstly, just how useful has the last couple of weeks been for you, a new coach coming into the club and an opportunity over a 2-week period to spend some time on the training pitch and really get to know your players?
Yeah, it's been really, really beneficial to do that. We knew that this time was going to come, with us not having a game last weekend. So to have that time and be able to plan for that time as well has been really, really beneficial. And not only for me getting ideas across to the players, but also, like you've just said there, getting to know the players a little bit more as well. So I've made a really big effort to know them in and around the ground and the changing rooms and things like that. But actually getting to know the lads on the training pitch is important as well.
Because football is very much about personality as well as personality and character, as well as what you're doing on the pitch. And you strike me as somebody that thinks that that's hugely important as well.
Connecting with people is important to me, and seeing footballers as not as just as players but as people as well. It means a lot to me, and for me to be able to get to know the players on a personal level as well is important, because with that, again, you can learn how they tick, you can learn how you can get the best out of them, and that's it. And every individual's different. So over time we can hopefully build that kind of coach and player relationship with them, and I'll be looking to improve every player in the squad. That's a key focus for me as a head coach, is that I want to raise everybody's ceiling as regards to their potential and their ability, no matter what their age are. I've said that all along. So again, getting to know the players individually and like I said, how they tick is important, and we've had a chance to do that over the past couple of weeks.
Are you pleased with what you've seen so far from the players?
I really am. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that, and it's probably a natural thing to say for a new manager coming in, and you're naturally going to have that kind of bounce from the players to try and make an impression. Some players see it as a clean slate and things like that. So you're naturally going to have that. But I've been really, really impressed with how they've approached everything. Kind of me and the staff have tried to do with them. We're implementing new ideas and building on existing ideas and around how we play. But certainly, out of possession, we've been implementing a lot of kind of new behaviours of what we want from the lads, and the lads have been really, really receptive to that work, both on the training pitch and in the analysis meetings as well. So that's a real pleasing thing for me, and I've seen no signs of that kind of dwindling away. It's been continued, and I have to say it's getting stronger and stronger every day. So that's a good thing from my point of view as a coach, and I need to keep stimulating the players to keep pushing on and getting better. And if they kind of keep that kind of focus, then it can only be beneficial to them as individuals and to us as a team.
Fans of MK Dons will be paying very close attention to the transfer window, and there's been no movement really so far yet, and some are probably getting rather impatient. Mark, what's the latest? Is the club trying to do business? What's happening?
Yeah, we're trying to work. We're working hard behind the scenes. The chairman, Liam, and all the staff, myself included. We've got certain targets what we feel can enhance the squad, and we're working hard on them. It's difficult to put a timescale on it. And listen, in an ideal world, we'd love them high potential targets which we've identified in and around the team now. But as you probably know, it doesn't always work like that in football, and there's lots of details to any kind of deal that you do. There's lots of details to it. There's lots of kind of toing and froing from both parties. Sometimes it's out of our control, those things, and we have to wait, and that's where we have to be patient. So I fully understand where the fans are. I fully understand that, because they want to see the team improved. All I can say is that we're working hard at that. We're working hard to get the correct people to enhance the team. But I can just reiterate as well what I've said before, is that I'm pleased with the squad we've got here. I really am. Pleased. And I said earlier in an interview that we need to get out of the mindset of, well, this is where we've been all season, and I can understand that from certain elements, but we've got to this is a fresh start for us. It's a fresh start for this group of players as well. And yes, if we are working hard to enhance the squad, but we just need to be patient with that and make sure you know, we can get it over as soon as possible, but everything's right and it's the right calibre of player and person we're bringing into the club as well. That's important.
And I guess it is to a certain extent about holding your nerve, because there will be pressure on everyone at the club to bring in bodies, but I guess the argument from yourselves would be they have to be the right bodies to improve the squad, and that's a fine balancing act, isn't it? When you are, as a club, under pressure to sign players, it would be easy to go out and sign bodies, but it's about the right people.
And that's what we don't need to do. We're not in a position where we need to do that from what I've seen of the squad and what they're giving me at the minute. It needs to be the right player who can enhance the team and enhance the squad. And I always try and speak about it as a squad, because that's what it is, and that's what we're going to need to get out of the situation. Not a team of players, we're going to need a squad of players to help us do that. So yeah, we can quite easily go and sign players who can come and fit in and do that, but I always stress, and it's really, really important to me as well, that they have to enhance and they have to better us as a team and really push the players who are in here and really challenge everybody and raise the bar. That's what we're looking to do. All aspects of what we do now, we're looking to raise the bar on everything we do, whether that's from training, playing, in all aspects of our kind of daily operations, and we want to raise that bar and bringing the right calibre of player in. That's the pressure, is getting the right calibre of player in. It's easy to just go sign anybody, but getting that right calibre and making sure they fit our profile of what we want. We're doing our homework on them, we know everything about them, and we have to get that right. So it does take a little bit of time. So I would kind of urge people to be patient. I can only stress from what I'm part of every day, and that's long hours and hard work.
And the next game, just finally, Lincoln at home, a real opportunity at home to get some points. And let's be honest, all the conversation that we're having now, and every bit about the transfer window, about squad fitness, you get 3 points on Saturday, and nothing else matters, because it's points that the club needs at the moment. Yeah,
that's our full focus. Obviously, there's things going on in the periphery, and we're working hard on all aspects of things. But listen, we are clearly focused on what we need to do to achieve 3 points. We've just come off the training ground today on Thursday, and we've worked a lot on what we need to do as regards to our game plan going into the Lincoln game. We know where they can hurt us, and we know where we can hurt them. So it's understanding that. It's kind of putting that home to the players and letting them rehearse that and getting them familiar with that. So we're ready to go on Saturday, and I fully believe we'll be ready to go.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate your time.
Cheers. Thank you.
You've already added a couple of bodies to your backroom staff, Mark. How's the recruitment in that front going for you as well?
That's the same as well. It needs to be right, and we're working really, really hard on that. We're getting closer every day. We're getting closer every day with that. So I'm hopeful there'll be some news on that shortly. Again, I can't put a time scale on it, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer every day. So that's part of kind of my task as well, as well as training. But yeah, I'm speaking. We're trying to iron out details and things like that. So hopefully there'll be some news on that front soon.
There was rumours floating about last week, obviously, that Jamie Cummings was training back with Chelsea. We know, obviously, that he's on loan, and last season that he was plucked from his loan deal to come to MK Dons. Are we safe in assuming that he's sticking about, or is there more to it than that?
No, that deadline's passed now. There was a deadline for Jamie and Henry, and that deadline's passed where we can go back. I always like to work with the parent clubs because I think that relationship is important. And there was an opportunity for Jamie to go back in and train with Chelsea for a few days. I spoke to one of the kind of loan managers there as well, who I know well, and he asked kind of our permission to do that. So again, those relationships with the parent club is really, really important, and I felt that was an opportunity with us not having a game for Jamie to go do that, because ultimately he is their player. So I hopefully that willingness from us will help strengthen that relationship for this loan as well as future ones. So that's all that was. It give the player an opportunity to be seen as well. But like I said, that deadline of when he can go back has passed now. So You know, Jamie's here. He's playing really, really well for us. He's a big part of the team, and you know, we're really, really happy to have him.